You're gonna see some quick runners today, mate.
皆さん最初の 1000m
いいですよ。
Where did you learn your Japanese?
Actually, by watching some anime
Nice.
and reading some manga and some immersion, but albeit after the Tokyo Olympics, I haven't been able to spend that much time in Japan because I've been living out of a suitcase and traveling overseas. But yeah, it's nice to be back. I mean, it's beautiful to train in a place like this. Yeah. It's actually a very lucky relationship that I have with Ayabe Kantoku. He's he's one of the best coaches in Japan, so being able to train with some of these guys is pretty fantastic.
You feel like the training is very different from what like guys do in Europe?
I think for like a 10k run, yeah, I mean, you don't need the speed that they have in a triathlon. I mean, I suppose there's two different ways to approach running off the bike. I suppose one way you could think about it is to be so quick that running off the bike is so slow comparatively, but truth be told, I'm pretty sure that running mechanics belong at a certain pace, and that involves a lot of duration at that pace that you desire to run off the bike, as opposed to being quick over 10k. But I mean, look, it depends on the athlete. I think that's the easiest way to get better is to do more work at race pace. But
what is off the bike your race pace?
Well, nowadays you have to desired race pace has to be 255, 253 to 255. Yeah.
But compared to your just 10k TT time is
probably plus 30, 40 seconds on a bad day, maybe up to a minute. So yeah, it really depends. Yeah, I would say that there are some people in World Triathlon who are very good, who maybe even within 15-20 seconds. But then there's also people who are like 45, 1 minute. Okay. So I think the people who are so close
is what they're doing something right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the people who are not are targeting speed, like 10k, 5k speed, and then you have to question what sport you're doing sometimes. But I don't know. That's just a personal opinion. Yeah.
So your mom is Japanese?
Yes, my mother is Japanese, yeah.
But you grew up in Australia?
Yeah.
Is there a reason you chose Japanese nationality, or?
Well, actually, it's a long story, but I actually raced for Australia for a little bit.
Before?
I did junior worlds and under 23 worlds and even my first World Series for Australia. So I had a lot of problems with the high performance director. That's... sometimes that happens. But actually so much so that I initially let go of triathlon and got a job. And then the JTU called me up and then asked whether I wanted to give it a shot for Tokyo. So I chose it. Yeah.
Nice.
And now here we are. Former qualification is top 20 Olympic ranking, and now I'm 15th, so it's pretty good. I need to protect my position now for Yokohama, so yeah, that's what I aim to do. Yeah, and then I think I have a lot I can improve on from last year, so I think it should be good. I went to University of Western Australia and graduated from there in applied mathematics. But
nice.
Yeah.
Do you miss the academics sometimes? Or?
No. When I got that job, it was to make money. Now I see an ulterior life. So, yeah. You're going to see some quick runners today, mate.
前回の800で相当にちょっと皆さん最初の 1000m
い
れにやばくてさ。しかない。受け入れるしかない。風は俺も止めれない。いいじゃんとか。田中さんこれを見てどう思いますか。これ風吹いてないけどね。6人います。はい、よーい。はい。第60、第4、5、第65秒6。2分11秒7、66秒1。
57秒1。はい、60秒5。
58、59、59秒7、はい、62秒7。
2番目に俺が勝った。
3周目。
あれ一番きつい話。
申し訳ない、本当に。お疲れ様です。
どうでした？よかったね。
いい動きでした。
そこは構わんから調整だ。
1000m 何本ぐらいやってるんですか？
3000メートルちょっとしんどい。早い。でも早かったね。風は。風がね少しあったり。はいはい。バイク。はい。そう。私の時計は8分22。悪くない。悪くない。全然すごいですよ。いいえ。まだまだね。でもいや、14分切る。
切れますね。本当にこうきちんとコンディショニングして、
はい。そうね、それ必要だけど、
レース出たら13分台は絶対出ますね。
もうトライアスロン練習はいつも疲れてるの状態で走るだからちょっと違うですね。まあ3分2とかまあ楽だけど、2分55よりちょっと。
マラソンやれますよ、マラソン。
そうね、やりたい。来年もちょっとやりたい。
チャレンジしますか？
はい。ぜひお願いします。
いいですよ。いやいや、すごいよ。
まあ、出たいね。多分今年はトライアスロンの最後ですね。でも来年は本当にマラソンもやりたい。
じゃあ私プログラム書きましょう。
すごいですね。合宿とか、もし大丈夫だったら。
How's the workout?
Oh, it was tough. Yeah, I hadn't recovered from the race unfortunately, but that's okay. 8:22 is okay, and then I did 6 1Ks at threshold afterwards. preloaded it with some threshold before, so total set was 12k. So it's solid.
A lot of volume.
Yeah, so the Ks were like 302, and then 822, so that's okay. I just had I started the 2k and then realised that it's just it's going to cost a lot more than what I'm going to get out of it, so I put it away. But anyway, it was a bit of fun. Always love training with these guys. It's a great experience.
You seem to enjoy running.
Yeah, I love running. It's just I've worked a lot on mechanical change, so it seems like the 2:55 to 3 minute pace seems fine, but when you go like today was 2:47, then you're really on the point of sort of dropping technique to just go hard. So I have to, there's no point for me now, because you don't even run that quick in a race, for me to try and push quicker than I have to. So I just want to go as fast as I can before the technique drops. But I think the 8:22 was fine with the technique, was fine, but if I went in the 2k to try and run 2:45, it's just, I'm just going to start exaggerating the technique, and it's no good. So yeah.
What do you feel like you need to work on in your triathlon game?
Just get more efficient at 2:53s.
So your running, you think, is?
Yeah. I mean, so far I can't really say any more, but the swim so far has been so good in the front pack. The cycling, I can hold my own, but the run, I hadn't been efficient for a long time and I overtrained. So it's those are the two things I'm shifting this year. So it's made a lot of progress this year so far. So I need a bit more time until Paris, but I feel like it's going to come.
What's your goal for Yokohama?
Top 8.
Okay.
I think top 8 for sure. I think at least I can feel the fact that I have the ability to potentially go top 5 in Paris, but I need to feel it with. There needs to be some positives I can take away from it. It's not necessarily just the result. It's more the fact that I have the ability to contend. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
You've been training with, in a lot of different environments. Do you think there's a truth, or do you feel like there's different methods? And
I mean, I think it really depends how much talent you have.
Yeah.
If you already have the innate ability to run 28 low, coming from a running background or something like that, then it's more about trying to just maintain the run and then build the swim and bike and make yourself more robust across all three. But I mean, coming from like a soccer background and not from any particular background, for me, I had to sort of build everything across all three. And I mean, that's why, and also with my natural ability is more like natural endurance and being robust. So the Norwegian sort of method really did work for me, because it's a lot of mileage and a lot of Ks, but I mean, you're going to get there. And not only are you going to get there because the work is so difficult, you will also gain that mental edge because you put yourself in an environment where you're always under stress. So if you can go above that, I think you will always be successful in that sort of environment. But of course, I'm happy to hear other people's feelings about that, and there are definitely different strategies, because triathlon now has become more like a running style race, and it's fast. So, I mean, some athletes can get away with things more than others just because they're good runners. But triathlon is 3 sports, not just one. So one day they might get caught out, and that's why you need to be relatively stable across all 3. Today is very unusual for me to even go that quick. I haven't run that sort of speed in years, so
after this year, you're looking at other things.
Yeah, well, I want to try a marathon actually. I also want to try a lot of things, but T100 also interests me as well. But yeah, I actually want to do a quick marathon, and I think floating around 3 minutes is quite mechanically very easy for me. So yeah, I think I could give that a decent crack. But if not, T100, maybe. Hopefully, I get a start. Who knows? But yeah, it's been an amazing journey so far. So forever grateful for it.
What do you think about the Japanese method? Like, do you feel like it's, some people might say it's super traditional, they've been doing the same thing forever?
I think people don't understand where Japanese runners come from. So if you look at IAAF and you look at like 10,000 meter running races and you see the Japanese, and it's hard for them to really be successful. Osako was really a standout, and Miura was a standout in the steeple. But track and field has been difficult for Japanese for a long time. I mean, apart from the 100 and the relay over the 4x1 as well, that they're quick. But it's been difficult, but it's because when they go through high school and university, everything's focused around the ekiden. So that's about developing like half marathon pace. So they're not working on change of pace or like 52s or 49s or closing. So like a lot of foreigners typically learn how to close, and championship races are all about closing the last K, 800, 400, 200 even. So they just don't have that gear because they have trained it sort of out of them. But you know, you look at the depth of marathon, I mean, you've got to be kidding. It's probably apart from the Kenyans, Ethiopians, they are probably the best country in the world. And it'll be hard for anyone to argue against me on that. I mean, it's just the depth is so ridiculous. There's 20 guys who could run 206, 207, you know? What country has that, like 20 or 30? There's no country that has that. But it's because you can get a job as a professional runner if you can run 28 and a half minutes or go sub 210. So, look, I mean, from that perspective, there's no real need or necessity for them to be good over 5 and 10K because they're not being rewarded for it. There's the contracts for like pro runners and shoes and stuff, I don't think are anywhere as lucrative as overseas countries. So I think for them to survive, it's better off for them to run 28 and a half and focus on marathons and be part of the Ekiden team. Yeah.
Super interesting.
まだ言うのまで。
はい、
ありがとうございます。
頑張って。
See you later, mate. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
曲がると楽しくなるのか注目がつけていき面白いなというふうに思いますが、このスイムとバイクが終わった後のランでも今ね10キロ。
17 minutes into the game, we have the first one out. It was Mark Devine and Mansa Louis.
マーク・レバイン、マンサー・ルイが上がっています。
Schomburg, Holzer, Richard, Vilaka, Thron, Nener Kendry, Hidalgo.
ケンジ、どうそして1ランク。そしてケンション・スクーマー。3人バケ。
The dismount line going into the transition. Up first is Shoulder, followed by Blumenfeld, Smith, Score, G, Crowley,
On your line! Come on, Charles!